Here we go. There we go. Okay. So.
Now we gotta get this off here.
Okay. That should easily come off.
You would think.
There it goes. Oh my.
We don't need any of this anymore, so that just sets off to the side. We're all done with that stuff. Now that that's off, we're going to finish disconnecting our fuel tank. So we're gonna need the pliers, and you pinch that right here. That a pinch. Should have went and got my actual pliers that are in the other room. That's alright. Easily gotten. We can just set this off to the side. All it is the choke.
Oh.
And it just slips into there and towards that one little piece. That's it. See?
Okay.
So you just set that off to the side with the rest of your nuts.
Good stuff.
And
Oh,
we're also going to remove the return spring and this other linkage as soon as we get this top plate removed.
Yeah, so that bolt.
Yep.
And that bolt.
We need the other nut driver.
We're using power tools today.
And then you kind of hit the gas there.
Ooh. And then that should come right off.
Yep, you just have one little return spring right there that's held in.
Yeah, which you don't want for speed, right?
You just set that off to the side. Okay, now we've almost got this fuel line cleared.
Take that off. Can we get it off the bottom?
Well, if you get it off right here, you can pull it right under. Now, see right here, you can't quite get that out of place yet.
Right.
Here, I'm just gonna take it off down here too,
Okay.
just so we can get it out of our way. Easier said than done, I guess.
Right. It's almost done. Hold on.
I'm gonna get a flathead screwdriver, and we can use a little bit of ninjanuity. I like it when things work. You have to give the hose a little bit of a twist because when they put it in the manufacturing, it like seats. So if you don't break it free, almost get that cleared.
We did that so that nothing would go in. Oh wow. That's really dented. Where'd the muscle go? Oh wow. My goodness. They glued that on. You got it off.
Now there was this little rubber gasket.
One of those.
They go on the tank.
Makes sense.
So now that we got our tank off, we And throw this off to the side because we're not using this tank. This will get used on a later go-kart project.
Right. We're using that tank. This one.
Alright, we're getting closer.
Woo!
So, now we can take our other spring off. And when you straighten out your carburetor, pull it off, this linkage is able to come out.
Oh, okay.
But until then, there's a little keeper that keeps it from popping out. That's going to be important for later when we redo this linkage.
Okay.
And I usually just leave that spring hang right from the carburetor because we're going to hook that back up as well.
Okay.
We may even end up using this heavier spring here, being how we have a couple other springs in the system. So,
Right.
linkage, other springs, we're just going to set them all off to the side.
This is our parallel side.
Now, got switch sockets again. We're going to take this
Back to
arm
10.
right off.
Oop. Whoa, that's a weird bolt. It's a
And
T-bolt.
again, later, we'll probably end up using this linkage on a different
There's a
project.
clip on the bottom. Oh,
There's little splines on the shaft and there's little splines in the nut. So when you tighten it down, it pinches and keeps everything nice and tight so it doesn't jump and switch governing positions. We're gonna leave that spring in for now.
okay.
So we've already made a lot of progress on
We
this.
have everything that is normal is off. We gonna take that off or no?
I'm gonna take this carburetor off because we're gonna do work to it.
Right.
So the carburetor is gonna go off to the side too. And one thing to keep in mind is how this gasket goes.
On.
See right here how there's a port?
Yeah.
Your gasket, if you try to put it on backwards, nothing really lines up.
Okay.
If you went the other way, so they made it pretty simple to,
Yeah.
you can't really mess it up.
Right. There's a
Alright.
throttle spring right there. And a throttle screw.
And then there's our other hose holder
Oh my goodness.
mechanism, but we should have new studs in our
Is this-
kit.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't.
All right.
Are those possible to take off or no?
Yes. Let's check our kit right now. See what we got in here. Spark plugs and carburetor jets.
Got
Okay,
it.
these aren't the stud kit. The stud kit's on its way yet.
Oh.
Not a problem though.
So this is our muffler system? Or no? No, that's something else.
Because we're gonna do a mock-up here real quick. I'm gonna put this back in place.
So what all are we trying to do?
We are rejetting the carburetor.
Okay.
We are taking the governor completely out of the case and plugging the hole.
Okay.
We are bypassing the low oil pressure switch.
Right, which is back here.
Yep.
Let's move the key. There. And we're gonna put it all right here when we're done. We're hoping to put it in the parade some year. 1 year, maybe. Whoa. That's a lot different.
So if you look here, you don't even have to replace the factory studs because the replacement filter housing is gonna tighten down just fine.
Right. Okay, I was gonna say there's a little
Yep.
gap right there.
So it was just kind of a mock-up to make sure. There's still a little bit of a gap there, but see, looking in the hole.
Wow.
Yep.
daisies. Wow, this thing looks different already. Right now we pretty much only have the black and pull cord and all that. Black gaskets. Yeah. Oh.
So that's your choke control.
Is it able to turn while that's on?
That's what I was just checking.
Because we're going to want to be able to choke it still.
Yep, you can still choke it. And then...
That's good.
See, it came with this bracket too, but if you try to put it on, then it messes with your choke.
What is it for, though?
It's just a stabilizing bracket, I thought, but I tell you what, it doesn't look like it goes good any which way I try to put it. Oh, that's why, because we didn't have the gasket in. Now with the gasket in, it'll have the clearance.
Yeah.
I bet.
Got it on right? Yep. Make sure it's like that. Well,
yep. Okay, now that gave you enough clearance that it just comes right over the top. And then when you put your choke lever back through, wait, on top, sorry, getting it here, it actually kind of, just kind of floats.
Yeah, above it.
So you can still, keeps everything held down.
Yeah.
Neat, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
But we're going to rejet the carburetor. So like I say, I just wanted to make sure we don't have to wait on no stud kit. I seen people saying that they were going to change them, but it must be when they go to the next stage carburetor.
Right.
Which we're not going to do right now.
Well.
Alright. We're about ready to crack the pinata open. Yeah. We're going to put this back in for a second just to keep the hole from getting stuff in it. But we're working inside, so there's not really going to be a lot of stuff.
Right. Hopefully there's no oil. It won't be, right?
We can check real quick. I got a little flashlight right there on the... See any way in the bottom?
Yeah, there's a little.
A little bit.
Yeah,
they said that there would possibly be a little bit because of assembly.
Right. I need the lube for the assembly.
Well, anyhow, a little bit of oil is not going to hurt us because we can work around it.
Right.
So, right there is where your oil sensor goes in. Eventually, we will be redoing these wire connections. We're going to hook in our RPM gauge in this circuit.
Okay.
But that we're going to be doing away with. But we'll wait to take it off until we get the case open.
Right, so that nothing falls in.
We're going to have to remove this and set that aside. That's the key way.
Ew.
I'm going to go grab my other Ryobi impacting one.
Yeah, good idea. This thing's really tight together.
Oh, it's got a little bit better
torque.
Yep, it's all the way upstairs. I'm going to do
that. Okay. There's the rod for the clutch, but we're not going to be using a clutch. We're going to be using the sprocket. So there's oil in there. Whoa. Okay, I didn't see that. Oh my goodness. Is my camera zoomed in? Huh. I think my camera zoomed in. Yeah, my camera zoomed in. Okay, hold on. Yep, that's zoom. So, wow. Actually, wait, We actually have one of these in my house. We got one of those in my house.
Got the good one now.
Oh my goodness.
See, much better.
Oh yeah.
That's my impacting one.
Just pops them right out. Jeez.
Now, since how it's a brand new engine, we shouldn't have any problems with our gasket, but take all your bolts out, set them aside.
With mixing them, try not to anyways.
Oh, yeah. I'm a mechanic for a lot of years now, so I just make a pile of bolts. I can get the puzzle back together.
Right, yeah.
I just give her a little beat with my hand.
Make it easy for me.
Do you hear that kind of smack?
Yeah. Smack.
There, you kind of heard it release. It's almost released. A couple more spots. Right here is one of them that did not release yet.
Right there along back corner, that side.
Or if we just get this
it's
front
all the way
corner.
around. Oh. Yeah, it's all the way around, but except for over there. Not coming out as easy.
I think it's free, but I don't want to pull up.
Some engines are really easy to do and some are really hard. Especially the ones that you've worn for a while. Oop.
What?
Can't show the knives on YouTube.
Oh.
It'll ban my channel.
I did not mean to do that. I was just trying to get something to lift underneath the gasket. You could use a putty knife, but...
Right.
Alright, it's gone.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize that.
Yes.
One of the other tools the mechanics use a lot.
Right. Oh,
But
right.
see, it didn't tear. We took our time, and
Wow.
that's just a little bit of debris.
Yeah, that happens.
But I got some little dope we can put on there too, which we're going to put on because we don't want it to leak after we get it in all down the engine block.
There's what we're taking off.
Yep. See, right here is your low oil pressure sensor. That bolt's holding it in, and then this nut on the outside is holding it in.
And we're going to take both of those out. Whoa. Don't drop it. Oh. Phone went off. What the heck? What's in there?
It's
Looks like a ball. No.
right around down in here.
People we saw, they were taking the whole gear shafts out just to get to it. Don't want to do that though.
I really don't want to do that. I will be honest with you. I really don't want to do that. Need to get that other bolt, but
Yeah. Jeez.
I think if I go this way, I have a wobble extension that allows me to get just that little bit of an angle. I will go grab it.
Okay. Yep, we're taking that out. That out. Are we going to be taking the plastic one out too? Yeah. That too, that's the oil sensor. Oh wait, no that ain't. No, this is the oil sensor. I think, wait. Don't listen to me. Oh wow. Looks like it's already been used. Sort of. Well. This one?
What's that?
The one over here?
Yeah, that's the plastic gear that controls the governor.
Yeah, that one's the governor, and then the sensor's over here.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to steal the thunder until I get this socket on here.
Yeah, I have one of these in my go-kart, and my go-kart's kind of fast. Wow, wait, is that covered? No, it's like right next to it. What's that? Oh, that is... I can't tell what that is. That's a piston thing. Yeah, the piston's right there. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We'll be back in a... Ooh. Pipe. Oh, okay. We'll be back in a few seconds.